Hi everybody, my name is Lorna. I'm a psychotherapist and today we're going to look at prevention tools so we won't get burnt out, so we can avoid being burnt out in 2021 when everybody's talking about burnout. So let's look at some healing tools that we can fight burnout with today, right now. So the number one tip is, when was the last time you took a holiday? Was it before COVID-19? Was it in 2019? Was it before then? So if you have a job and you have holidays owing to you, can I please encourage you to get your diary out and plan out those holidays? It's probably not going to be the most perfect holiday. You may not even be able to get on a plane. However, we need to step away from work. Burnout is due to overwork. The World Health Organization this year have listed it as an occupational phenomena, burnout, okay? We need to take a holiday. You need to take a holiday right now. In therapy, I would recommend that someone who's prone to burnout, so it can happen again and again when we do big projects, you need a break every 8 to 9 weeks to avoid burnout and stay well. So get that holiday booked in. Number 2, boundaries. What's a healthy boundary? Okay, with home working, with children being at home, schooling from home, working from home, the boundaries have gone to pot. Okay, so let's look at what we can control with regard to boundaries. Are you able to lock work away when you finish work? And I'm really going to take your attention here to technology. Are you checking emails outside of working hours? Probably yes. Are you getting paid for that? Probably no. So let's just bring that into awareness. How are you able to not check Outlook, Slack, Teams outside of work hours? If it's on your phone, I'm going to encourage you to radically delete the apps. Keep it on the laptop and lock that laptop away in a drawer, or go and put it in the boot of the car outside when you finish work. How can you keep a healthy boundary? And what do you need to do to transition from work to home? Do you need to go for a walk? Do you need to lock all the technology away and shut the room? Do you need to have a shower? Change your clothes? Be creative. You know what you're going to need. How can you shift from home to work? And if you are working from your bedroom, I understand people don't have multiple spare rooms. I don't. This is my living room. So yeah, please don't work in your bedroom. Do you really want all the stress from work and all those people from work in your room when you're having sex with your partner or whatever you're doing? No. If possible, create a space. You might have to put a sheet behind you, buy a ring light, be creative. What can you do to find a better space? And I know it's hard, and I know people don't just have multiple rooms. What can you do about that? Even the kitchen table isn't great. Look at the boundaries. Yes, at first it's great. I'm putting the washing in, I'm making a casserole or whatever you're doing. Really, it's not good. It gets a bit messy. And then there's people coming in, and then there's calls. What can you do to create a space to keep you well, to hold the boundaries? And I'm asking you to actively bring this into your awareness. Where are your boundaries? What do you have resistance to putting down? Boundaries, big one for burnout. Number 3 is resilience. Okay, it's a great word. When you haven't got it, it does seem like quite a long way away. So resilience isn't something that some people have and other people don't have. I used to think it was. It's something that we have to grow, develop from seeds and get it in the muscle. Okay, so it's when change happens, we're able to bounce back. Not perfectly. It may be the next day, the next week, but we're not just being beat down. So with burnout, our resilience is pretty low. We've got lots of negative thoughts. Think of the people who are burnt out that you know who are just moaning all the time. Moan, moan, moan. So it is for them to have this change. So with our resilience, it's how we do it little and often. Physical, mental, yeah? How are we going to work on our resilience? A really useful tool, and I know it's very popular, is mindset. If you're interested in positive mindset, get the book. I'll actually put the details below. It's really, really easy to use, and actually it was written for teachers, so that might be useful now. So if you have a fixed mindset, when something goes wrong, or if I screw up, it's like, oh, I'm shit. Yeah. Oh God, I'm rubbish. Oh, negative. However, with a fixed mindset that we have to start getting it in the muscle and practicing, we ask ourselves, okay, say I screwed up. Okay, so what did I learn from that? If I was going to do that again, what would I do differently? What can I change? What can I change from what I learned there? So slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. Slowly, slowly, little and often. Yeah, how we build our resilience. And again, I need to ask you to keep things achievable. So people will say, I know, I'm going to start doing the Ironman contest, or I'm going to run 10K. That's fantastic. Brilliant. Go for it. However, should we start with just running around the block? I'm going to be vegetarian. No, I'm going to be vegan. Not even vegetarian. I'm going to be vegan. Fantastic. Go and be vegan. It's brilliant. For your gut health, it's just fantastic. But should we start with just doing maybe one vegan day a week? When we're beat down, if we're feeling depressed, it takes a lot of energy. So let's keep things achievable so we can have small wins and also notice if things are for us or not for us. Self-care. Now, I believe that everybody who's watching this video knows what their own self-care is. It's not for me to tell you. For one person, it might be having a bath in nice smelly oils. For another person, it might be organising their bills so they know where they are. We all know what we need to do and what feels good. The fact is that we're not doing it due to the pandemic, due to 2021, due to not taking breaks. So I'm going to ask you positively, what do you need to do to start upping your self-care? Bring it into awareness, what you're not doing that feels good. And again, I'd like you, in terms of work, to think about, is it worth investing in a good desk? Is it worth investing in a good chair? Get on the IKEA website, buy yourself something, ask your workplace to provide you with some decent kit. Do you need lights to keep yourself going? To give you some energy. Really look at self-care. In the day, go out for a walk. Go out for 2 walks. Go out for 3 walks. If you've got a dog, your dog's going to love you. Lots of people have got dogs and paying dog walkers. Take your dog for a walk. We need to take breaks to move our body and be away from the pressure of work and that being in the house, because actually over a year and a half, 2 years, it's burning people out quick and fast. And through the self-care, it may be you need to make some pretty big lifestyle changes. So things that were maybe serving us before are maybe not serving us now. You need to really think about that. Are we drinking too much? Are we eating too much? Do I need to change the people that I'm hanging around with? Are they moaning and negative? Really looking at what we may need to step away from in terms of self-care to be well. Talking. Really, should be number 1. And I'm a therapist, so I'm going to talk about this. So talking. We need you, if you are on the road to burnout, I need you to start talking about it to people, these symptoms. I'll do another quick video so you can see the symptoms of burnout. Yeah, you need to talk about it to your boss, HR. If that doesn't feel okay, go and talk to your GP. Talk to your friends and family. How you're feeling. You're feeling depressed. Used to love this job. Not interested anymore. I'm done. Moaning all the time. Yeah, we need some change here. So also look at your options for talking. The GP might just want to offer you some antidepressants. That's your choice if you want to do that. That's not talking though. And the waiting lists for talking therapies are now through the roof. So no, you can. You've got a job. Go and get yourself 6 to 10 therapy sessions. People say, oh, it's a lot of money. Well, how much do people spend on alcohol a week? So go and get some therapy sessions. Talk to someone. Get some support. Be well. Sleep, major one. Sleep, mind, body, completely connected. And sleep is like the best meditation that you're ever going to get. So with sleep, there may be some little tweaks you can put in to improve sleep. It might be new pajamas, having a bath, having music, meditation. It may be that you need to ask your partner to go and sleep in another room when you get your sleep right. So the reality is with burnout, when people are burnt out, and if you don't start looking after yourself, this will be you. You're off for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year. you're done. It's gone. Physically, emotionally, mentally exhausted. Okay, let's look at sleep now. What can you do? Can you have a dark room, cool room? Are you going to eat well? Are you going to watch your caffeine? Alcohol will not help you sleep. Okay, and it'll make you depressed. So really start making some positive tweaks and changes for sleep. It will be your best friend. Food. Okay, so when we are going towards burnout and we're feeling really cut off, numb, frozen, we may either eat a lot and eat a lot of rubbish or not eat. Okay, so just think about energy. So as if your body's a car, you need to be putting the right fuel in, and also a balanced diet, a colourful diet. Yeah, not just stuff that's in the freezer. And actually, while we're getting better, just the fact of someone having a bowl of Cocoa Pops in the morning is better than no breakfast, just so there's fuel going in. Lunch. With a pandemic, when's lunch? What's lunch? You know, you've just had your breakfast, then I'm trying to force feed you lunch. However, we do need, it's like fueling the car, putting fuel in. I need to have a breakfast. I may not want to eat breakfast. I'm going to have breakfast. Lunch. You might hate lunch. Have something. Have a soup. Put some soup in a flask and go for a walk with it. So then you've got your walk in as well. And lunch is done. And your evening meal. Looking at what is balanced and noticing what your body wants to eat. Put the right fuel in your body. When we are fueled, we're then able to look at movement. So a major tool to prevent burnout, as in if you're going towards it, is that you start to move. Get to move away from the technology. Put the gun down, put the phone down and cross the door. Leave the phone, move. And again, little and often. It's not doing the 10k run, because you might do 2 and then pack it in. You may just go for a run round the block. I might go for a run round the block after doing this. You've just inspired me. So it's looking at what would you like to do, little and often, whether it's classes online, getting outside, going for a walk. And I just need to tell you something that's really, through the pandemic, has been massive for me to notice. People who were going to the gym, playing golf, doing their Zumba, doing the dancing, going to yoga, exercising regularly. It was keeping us all well, right? We got loads of stuff going on. We've all got things going on. That was something that was keeping us well, giving us routine, giving us serotonin in our brains regularly. And when the gyms have been taken away and these other indoor exercise has been taken away, it's as if people have come off really strong antidepressants and they've gone into cold turkey. So I need you now to start noticing, what are you going to do instead? Yes, we might only like doing a class with this person. Yes, I really like going to the gym. I don't like running outdoors. Go for a run outdoors. Challenge yourself, push yourself. What are you going to do to get yourself through, to get your serotonin levels up? Really, yes. Nature and wildness is the exact piece of medicine you need to pour on that burnout. It will put it out, refresh it and create new. So I'd like you to notice, where does your body want to be right now? What wildness do you want to be about? Because it'll kill your creativity, burnout, especially if you work in the creative industries. It's like, oh, you'll be Googling, the answers to things, or what creative solutions should look like, because your juice is gone. So we can refuel in nature, particularly wildness. Do we want to be in a storm next to the beach, in the forest, sitting on the forest, hugging a tree, listening to the rain, listening to the birds, being near a river, looking at the moon, looking at the stars? You tell me. Your body will tell you where you want to be. And I would ask you again, please do not put your wildness adventures on Instagram. Please do not put your wildness adventures on, even worse, Facebook. I would encourage you to leave your phone at home. You might even pick the hand that you've got for your phone, pick a stone up, play with the stone, breathe, slow down, open the chest, lengthen the spine, smile. Take some deep breaths. Connect with the wildness. Enjoy. Let me know what you do. Okay, so finally, I would like to talk about creativity. Even having fun. Now, if you are feeling burnt out, that's probably going to feel a long way away. And with burnout, one of the first things to go is your creativity. So again, if you're working in a creative role, or where you need to be making quick decisions, or coming up with solutions, you're not going to be bothered, you don't care. In fact, you won't actually have a clue. So when the time is right, when the energy and space is there for you, and again, this is holding the boundary, putting your self-care in, what would you like to do? What's fun? What's the stuff that's fun that you haven't been doing? Is it playing with sand, going to the beach, going for a walk, picking up pebbles, picking up shells, painting? Singing's brilliant. Singing's brilliant. Playing the guitar, playing some cool video games for a bit longer. What would feel creative for you? It might be knitting, goodness knows what, right? Taking photographs, making some YouTube videos. Creativity, it will start to come back. However, we need to be getting it in the muscle, giving it space, and having some fun. And also, often I work with people and they'll just say, oh, I can't do any of this, Lorna. I've got a house full of kids. I can't do it. Okay, so let's get creative here. So therefore, switch the computer off, lock the laptop in the car for the weekend, and you're going to be with the kids. Get the paints out, get the Disney films on, watch the film Inside Out by Disney. Fantastic. It's great for emotions. Watch it with the kids, have a cry with the kids, have some ice cream, just some inner child stuff. Get the music on, have a dance. Play with the kids. Anything you can do to be creative, I encourage you to do it. Okay, I hope that was useful, and I'll see you next time.